Okay, ready?
Yeah, we're here with the ladies in red. Dr. G, take it away.
Oh, it's not you today?
I'm
okay, we're talking about female genital mutilation. You guys were talking about how uncomfortable it is even to talk about it. You had a certain amount of glee when you talked about male retribution and mutilations of male phallus. That was something you were cool with.
Yeah, I'm slightly afraid.
I have like multiple ideas now. I got someone can run a wick through it and make it a candle. You can do a lot of things.
Maybe about Sam Shockers.
Vanessa's thought about this clearly.
It's starting to make
Okay, but to me, I'm trying to get you guys, and I'm surprised you're not going with me on this more, Judy, is that so many times things that become cultural attitudes start from a very primitive, not good place.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And this is another example of, I just think female genital mutilation, although it had cultural rationale, you know, it was going to show to prove that the girl was ready or whatever.
Right.
But ultimately, it was this primitive practice.
I agree that it started primitively, and then people then rationalized more higher level orders of thinking.
But unfortunately, people
Yes.
don't think that way about cultural practices, because that maybe if they stood back and go, "What is that? What are we really doing here?"
Right.
They wouldn't be so apt maybe to continue these practices.
But they took it. I mean, they even said it's like a hygienic thing for the women. And so when they came
my
in,
God.
yes, and so when internationally we came in and said, look, we want to get this women's issue out there, and it's we'll say it's a health issue. So what they did is they said, okay, we'll start having medical doctors perform the actual cutting so that it's less of a health issue. I mean, they still didn't get it, the deep-rooted reasons for why it was there.
liking it to like a circumcision.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
if we
Yes.
And there were many, like you said, some of them was clitorectomies. They take the clitoris off. Some of it is sewing the vagina. Some of it is just damaging it or braiding and stuff. All kinds of stuff.
And there are so many medical complications. Obviously, as you know, I mean, like people have like
Well, but you
stillborns.
know, there is one interesting thing that there was an article probably 20 years ago in the New England Journal of Medicine when this first started becoming apparent, and they were trying to document sexual dysfunction in these women, and it wasn't as frequent as they thought it would be.
Serious.
That they had some certain amount of dyspareunia, pain, because the worst procedure was the one when they were sealing or making it smaller. That was one that had the most trouble. But the other ones, the sexual functioning was restored. But I could just imagine the trauma issue.
But
will this woman ever? I know she said that she doesn't think she'll be able to have sex again, but will she really?
Will she want to?
Will she want to? Could she? Could she have kids? Like how far does it go?
It depends how bad the injury was, the tissue. I would think she would be able to. I would think your body repairs awfully well, but there's going to be some scarring for sure. So, what shall we ask, Kate? With you wincing.
I'm wincing at this whole conversation. I'm sorry.
It's been the show. It's just the whole show has been a bit of a wince.
Well, let's just say that was very informative, and we should ask them to follow us on Periscope.
There you go. Follow us. We're getting our Periscope going, so follow us there.
Perfect, because there's no real question that's going to justify this topic.